Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the presentation. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. And now we're live on Spreaker as well. So we're live everywhere. So here we are, folks. Here we are. Happy Saturday to you. And I tell you what, yes. It's not a mistake. For those of you who are seeing the video, I am not in clerics today. It's dressed down. It's a dress down Saturday. You know what I mean? So we're just chilling. That's it. It's a chill out night. That's what we're doing today. So hopefully all you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday wherever you are. We're actually having some snow coming down here. It's the funniest thing. I'm telling you guys, it is the funniest thing because they are talking about 1 to 3 inches in Kentucky. And it's like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? People are running to, to Kroger's and running to Walmart and buying bread and milk. I mean, really, seriously, it is the most insane thing in the world. It's like, folks, it's less than 3 inches. It's probably going to be even less than an inch. Come on, relax. But anyway, I'm seriously buying all the toilet paper. It is the most insane thing in the world. And it's just a little bit of snow, just a little bit. I tell you who exactly 100% is like that. We'll talk to her in just a second. Before we do, I want to remind everybody, if you want to go to my website, you certainly can. It's bishopjameslong.com. bishopjameslong.com. You can go to that site, check out if you really want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, then just knock yourself out. Otherwise, you can go to the church's website at usocc.org. That is the church's website, usocc.org. And you can check out all of our information there. We have Bible study, of course, tomorrow. Don't forget that at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yep. I'll be in my clerics, of course, then, because that's official business. Tonight, we're just chill. It's a chill out night. It's a chill night. You know what I mean? But even on Saturday nights, I'm always in clerics. But I thought, you know what? Just relax. Sometimes you just have to relax, Well, thank you very much. Well, you can actually get this ring actually at Etsy. You can get this ring at Etsy for $42. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful ring. But yeah, you can get it in Etsy, $42. So anyway, Bishop James Long, there you go. And I want to thank you, Judy, for reminding me. I will be on Bruce Tango. I will be at an event. And I encourage you guys, if you're going to be in the New Jersey area, on January the 25th, it's coming up. I'm going to be there with Bruce Tango, and we're going to be at this event. And hopefully, if you're in this area, Newark, New Jersey, head on over. So go to Bruce Tango, TANGO.com. He's been on a lot of televisions. His son is on television as well. And so Bruce Tango, TANGO.com. And if you head over there, and go click on the exorcism link. I believe that's where it is. That's where the tickets are. It's going to be at the Clark Holiday Inn. And there you go. So we're looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the event. Hopefully you are as well. January 25th. It's Saturday, January 25th. So make sure you get there. We will have Bible study. We will obviously not be having our 8 p.m. show on Saturday, but I'll remind you guys when we get closer to that date. You don't have to worry about that right now. But nonetheless. That's what we do. Now, for those of you who are just here, here's what we do. For the first 30, 45 minutes or so, we just tell jokes, have a good time. We laugh. Yep, Tango. We just have a good time. We just chill. And then I go into your paranormal questions, your demonology questions, and things like that. So tonight's just a chill out night. That's all we're trying to do. Just chill. Just relax. Just relax is what we do. And I'll since we don't have a whole lot of trolls in here right now, I'll leave the chat open for everybody because it looks like the trolls have went away, which is good. Maybe me not wearing a collar scared them away. I don't know. Maybe it did, but I don't know. Well, if that didn't scare them away, these two folks right here will. These folks will scare them away. Yes, Miss Wilma was. Hello. First of all, let's say hello, Miss Wilma. How are you?
Hi, Bishop Long. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving as well.
Yes, I got to be with my sister and nephew. We had a great time.
Good. And Judy Ann, how are you doing? Earth Judy Ann. See, that's what I'm saying. This is what I deal with. This is the professionalism. Judy Ann, hold on, everybody. There's your cue. Yeah, push your unmute there, sunshine.
Judy Ann, are you with this, honey?
I don't know.
Oh, I was talking the whole time and the mute button was on.
Do the same thing, sweetheart.
That's why
I tapped it once, but it didn't go. I think my phone is not. I was saying that I really like your shirt. I love the colors. Teal is one of my favorite colors. You remind me of my disco teacher from 7th grade. His name was Guido, and he always wore cycling tights with his shirt like that. Is that what you have on?
First of all,
Below the
this is not disco. Rude.
disco.
Did you
Pardon
disco
me.
dance, sweetie?
I took disco lessons, and he reminds me of my instructor, Guido.
Oh, wow.
Well, he played the Bee Gees
too.
music. He played the Bee Gees music. It's perfectly. Oh, his face is full of disgust for me.
Uh-oh.
We haven't even gotten started.
Anyway,
it really makes your eye color pop, and I like. Yeah.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. Disco is pretty cool.
I was paying you a compliment because I'm sure you have the moves, right?
Honestly, I what people don't know is that I could dance, actually, legit. I wasn't a professional.
You can.
Well,
yes.
See, in the 80s,
share that.
In the 80s, breakdance was very, very popular, very, very popular. And I knew how to break dance, and I broke every single bone in my body. That's exactly right. Every single bone I broke. No, let's see. No.
I don't think so, Bishop.
No. Okay, seriously. Okay. No joke. I really, truly, honestly, I did break dance. I did. I remember Father Tom. He was a Franciscan. He brought. I can't believe I can remember this. This was in the 80s when breakdance was big. I mean, huge. And he brought in students, I think, from Guatemala, and they loved breakdancing. So I remember we were in the church's basement, and we had a huge, dance thing. It was really cool. And thank God there's no video back then of breakdancing. That would be great.
I still see the remnants of coolness on you. I do.
Just a small remnant, just a little bit,
That was not a backhanded compliment. I mean it. You're a very stoic and serious person when it comes to God, as you should be. That is a true leader. But there is a side of you that is kind of just itching to come out sometimes, but you don't let it out. And anyway, that's the coolness, the remnants of coolness. I think you keep that in check.
Oh, I do because I think when I'm doing public, I'm always I'm representing God. I'm representing the church. I'm representing the USOCC,
Absolutely.
the laity, the clergy. So I'm always very careful with how I present myself. But at the same time, I also love to kid. I love to have a good time. I love to joke. I am a practical joker. I love.
Oh, I know that.
I can't tell you the story that I did to Miss Wilma when we were on the way to Memphis. I can't tell you the story because if I did, you'll think I'm going to burn the fire pits up. No.
No, I can tell.
That was just.
That's the funniest story ever. That is so funny.
Yeah. So we don't know. We don't know if we have kids. We don't know if we have kids watching. So we can't. We have to be very careful.
There's no bad words in it. There's no bad words in it.
No, there's not. But poor Miss Wilma, she doesn't. Miss Wilma hasn't lived a whole lot as far as seeing a lot of the world, right, Miss Wilma?
Yes, I suppose that's what you're talking about. But okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? To hell with it. I don't care. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Okay. Here it is.
Choice. It's choice.
Okay, I'm going to burn the fire pits. Okay, so here's what Miss Wilma.
No, you're not.
So Miss, I took Wilma and her sister. We went to Memphis to go to the king, to Elvis's mansion, And we were on the road, and Wilma, again, has been very sheltered. She has. And there were signs all over the place saying there was certain bookstores that are for adults. And I said, look at that, Miss Wilma, look at that sign. And she's like, oh, I love bookstores, little buddy. I just love them so much. And I said, well, we got to go. We have to go with Miss Wilma. And so she's like, absolutely, little buddy. I just love this. I wonder what kind of books they got. So we pulled off at the exit here. And I said, hey, Miss Wilma, do me a favor. So we were at the gas station. I said, do me a favor. Go ask the clerk where the next bookstore for adults are. She's like, okay, little buddy, here I go. She opens the door. She's darting towards the front door to ask the clerk, honest to God, where it was. Thankfully, her sister, I wasn't going to run out there. I wasn't going to tell her. I was going to let her. So her sister ran out of the car. Wilma, you can't do that. You can't do that. Don't. She turned around. She turned around and gave me a look that could kill. I mean, I was like, oh, I don't want. What Wilma?
This is the best. It is a good story. Nothing happened. There's no dirtiness here. It is a good. You have a wonderful sense of humor, and I wish people could see that in you more, because it's really a gift. It truly is.
Anyway, I apologize for those of you who might have been offended. Anyway, but so yeah, Miss Wilma.
No one is offended.
Miss Wilma, you didn't go in there and ask the clerk. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Sure. Why not this mom?
I don't understand. I don't understand the problem.
Somebody in the feed is saying, I think it's Sixen Girl. She says it's a story of innocence, truly. And it really is. That's exactly what it is.
It was just a fun time. I tell you,
it highlights her innocence and your playful. Oh,
well, there was another time. There was another time. There was a so at the we used to use the Calvary Lutheran Church in Louisville, Kentucky, and this was pretty. I mean, the church was big. It's old, and then there was the back that had like rooms, a lot of rooms, and even I think a place where you could live. I mean, it was a beautiful place, but it was very haunted. The place where the rooms were, I mean, seriously, it was no joke. I mean, it was active. So there was this one guy, his name was Donnie, and he was like, I'm not afraid of anything. I can do, I'm blah, blah, blah. And so he's like this, young man. I'm not afraid. I'm going to do everything. And my God. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do. So I snuck up in the attic, and I closed the closet door, and Bishop David said, hey, Donnie, why don't you go upstairs and check, but just be careful because there's some really scary things going on. Oh, I'm not scared. That ain't got blah, 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 blah. So he goes up there and he says, if anybody's up here, you just make yourself known. I'll knock you out. And then I was just like, I was in the closet, Donnie. And he as soon as I said, Donnie, his eyes opened and he looked, he was pale as a ghost. And I did this growl. Now, let me tell you something. That boy ran down those stairs. He didn't touch any stairs. He ran 3 flights of stairs and he didn't touch one of them. He landed on the landing and he ran out to I saw a ghost. I saw a ghost. That was the fun. But no more did Donnie ever say he's such a tough guy. So that kind of helped him out a little bit.
You scared the toughness right out of him.
I scared the toughness out of him. So, okay, ladies, well, I'm glad you guys are here and I'm glad that you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and hopefully all of you folks had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. That's the most important thing, right?
It was wonderful.
Good. Okay, well, speaking of wonderful, Miss Wilma. Wilma, I told you to mute your microphone, please. I'm sorry, everybody. She keeps muting. Okay.
I'm not in the bathroom. Hello.
She does this every time. And I apologize. It's a family-friendly show. All right, Miss Wilma, why don't you open it up with the...
That's you pushing the button to the bathroom. I'm not in the bathroom.
Why would I push a button in the bathroom? I'm not in the bathroom. I'm in the studio.
That's what you just did. You pushed the button. I'm in the living room. I'm not in no bathroom.
Well, I tell you what, by God. Well, why don't you go ahead and start? Why don't you start us on one of those there jokes, Miss Wilma, because we'd love to hear.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Santa had a bad reindeer?
Yep. Let's. Wait, whoa. Studio audience. Hold on. The folks, this is a family-friendly show. Just give her a chance. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Did you know Santa had a bad reindeer?
Santa had a bad reindeer. Okay, Judy Ann, do you have any idea where she's going to go with this?
I'm not sure where she's going to go with this.
Okay, Miss Wilma, tell us about it.
Rudolph.
Oh, come on. I can't that joke was.
I think that's clever, Wilma. That was very clever.
You, honey.
I liked it. Oh, he's going to make a face at us again. He's making
Judy and honey, when does not make a face at us?
Okay, you know what? Okay. Senior, what is this? What is this senior? What is this senior? What is this Senior Citizens Unite or something? I mean, that's exactly what it is. Or is this AARP Unite? I mean, come on, give me a break here. I'm just wondering. Okay,
we're giving you the booze now.
Oh, Miss Wilma, you can't even spell AARP, so don't give me a hard time. So come on. Okay. So who's okay? Here's the question. Someone is asking. So Judy Ann is a dear friend of mine. I consider her a family member. I've known her now for quite some time. She's just a sweetheart of a person. Don't tell her I said that. She's very loyal to the USOCC. She prays with us online. She does Bible study on Sunday. And Miss Wilma, I've known Miss Wilma for, I think about 25, 26 years. I've been in therapy ever since. And I've been in therapy ever since. And and
hey, you forgot the most important part is that I was your executive producer.
Oh, that's right.
I still am.
Executive producer, executive secretary producer. I think that's what we call it. Executive producer.
Right. Something like that.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. All kidding aside, Judy Ann really has helped me tremendously with getting to people's homes. And so I certainly do appreciate that. So seriously, so do the families, because I mean, so thank you very much for that. So, and Miss Wilma, I've known her for about 26 years. Huh?
I feel the same way as everyone else does. You are a delight, and we're so blessed to have you in our lives. So,
I appreciate that. I appreciate
that, sweetheart.
And Miss Wilma teaches our kids Bible study on Sundays at we have Sunday Bible study at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where of course I will not be in street clothes. I obviously will be in my clerics.
In your clerics?
Yes.
Clerics? Yeah. May I say something? I don't get credit for helping. This is God's doing of putting me in your life and you in mine. And I think everybody else feels the same way.
Yeah, I think all of it. This is the our community here. We don't. The thing is with our community, because this is our community, we have built a community where we support one another. We have a good time. We don't think there, Karina. We try to remind people, you got to smile, you got to laugh, and you have to, because if you don't, and the thing is if you can't be nice to people, then just go away. If you can't be nice to people, then there obviously is something wrong with you, not us, because it doesn't. I think it actually takes effort to be hateful to somebody. It's intentional, and I wouldn't want to live my life being hateful and judgmental and condescending. Why? But why? And the fact that anybody can put your head on the pillow at night after you have been condescending and hateful to somebody, to me, my brain I don't understand that. I don't understand it. So what we do here for the first 30, 45 minutes, we tell jokes, have a good time. We laugh, try to make you smile, and try to tell jokes. Okay, do we have another joke that you want to share? Or torture? Yes. Oh, good morning.
Wilma, do you have another one you're going to do, or is it my turn?
Yes, honey, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, in view of Bishop Long's beautiful shirt, and he had that groovy music going, so I thought I'd do some jokes kind of like music, in the music genre. What are Vivaldi, Bach, and Beethoven doing now?
Ooh, I love Vivaldi, by the way. I love the Four Seasons.
So do I.
Oh my gosh.
And Tchaikovsky.
Of course. Yeah. I have no idea what these brilliant composers are doing, but please tell us.
They're decomposing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm sorry. No.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Now, Bishop Long, that was pretty good. Why don't I ever get a drum roll?
honey, we're never going to get a drum roll from him. No matter what we do.
Well, actually,
Okay, I'll try to make him.
okay.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead,
Please,
sir.
no. Rock and roll. Let's see what you got.
Well, what I wanted to do a follow-up.
Oh.
Why did Mozart,
Mhm.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, why did he get rid of his chickens?
Well, let's see. I don't. It wasn't. He was deaf, I believe. Which is pretty interesting about Mozart.
No, that was Ludwig von Beethoven.
Oh, Beethoven. Can you imagine? Isn't it amazing that he was
Yes.
actually deaf? And yeah, okay. So yeah, Mozart. Why did he get rid of his chickens? I have no idea.
Because they tormented him. All they said was "bok, bok, bok."
Oh, boy.
That's come on! I thought that was a gardening joke.
Miss, really, Wilma? Really?
Other people in the feed like it, and I thought that was so cute.
Excuse me. This is.
Look at his face. He's.
Okay, you just hold on there. You just hold on 1 second.
What are you going to do now? Are you going to send me something? Are you going to? Oh yes, I love that.
This
The Four
is
Seasons.
The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. This is good stuff, folks. That's good stuff.
Yes.
I mean, we are raising the roof over here. We're raising it. This is wild. We are out of control. Tell you what. We are raising it.
Oh, I love classical.
Yeah, me too.
So
It's the best stuff.
beautiful.
Best stuff in the world. Best stuff in the world.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, it is.
All right, Miss Wilma, do you have another fantabulistic joke that you would like to share with us?
Why is the foot a good Christmas gift?
Why is the what a hula hula?
Why is a foot a good Christmas gift?
Oh dear God, I didn't know that you were into feet, but okay. Please tell. Well, I don't know. Tell us all about it, Miss Wilma.
It fits right into a stocking.
Oh boy. Man. No. That was she's the one who's
That was
talking.
good, Wilma. That's a good one.
Thank
Okay.
you, hon.
Bishop, I'm going to combine music with the paranormal here. This
Uh-oh.
is what my next joke is based on.
Okay.
What song do vampires hate?
I'm walking on sunshine.
You're close. House of the Rising Sun.
Well, House of the Rising Sun. Well, that was a good one too. Yeah, House of
Yeah.
Walking on Sunshine. Yeah,
It was. It
Wow.
was.
This one, you almost got it.
I tell you what,
did.
that's part of good. That's part of good. By God, that's part of good.
Okay, now here's something that's right up Bishop Long's alley. Which of Santa's helpers was the best singer?
Miss Wilma, do you know?
Elf
No, I do not.
Elvis Presley.
Oh, boo.
Oh.
You are just so mean tonight.
That's I agree, studio audience. I agree. Studio audience is correct on that one. They are absolutely correct. And Miss Wilma, do you have one more to wrap up this fantabulistic?
Why
Jokes.
did the Grinch get a burglar alarm?
Why did the Grinch get a burglar alarm? I don't know. Please tell us.
He needed to get up on time.
See, that's folks. That's what I'm talking about. No. Yeah.
He needed to get up on time. That's why he had to get a burglar alarm.
Yeah. So again, for those of you just joining us,
That was cute,
for
Wilma.
those
That
of you who
was
have
cute.
just joining
Thank
us,
you,
as I stated earlier, Bruce Tango, he joined us in chat, and we made the announcement. Of course, don't forget, as we made the announcement earlier today when we first came on, I'll be in New Jersey, Newark, and Clark Holiday Inn, and January 25th. So if you want to go there, please head on over. You got to go to Bruce Tango, TANGO.com, brucetango.com. And I believe it's in the exorcism link. And just pick up your tickets today. Pick up your tickets today. So it's going to be a good presentation. Looking forward to that. And Bruce, I sent you a presentation. I don't know if you got that about Jason. So let me know if you got that, because that'd be pretty cool. If that's something you're interested in. So yeah, so I'll be there. I'll be at the at that location. So just go to brucetango.com, brucetango.com. And there we go. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you are as well. So, all right, Miss Wilma, tell us some stories you have for us.
In Wisconsin, a sheriff's deputy came to the rescue of a 10-year-old boy who called 911 to ask him to help with his homework. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office dispatcher answered the 911, who called to say that he needed help with his math homework. He stated his family wasn't very good at math either, and he needed help. But the sheriff came to the rescue, and actually they helped him.
All right. Well, there we go. See, it's not. So where was this?
Isn't that something for 911? Because the poor kid didn't know what to do his homework, but that was pretty nice, those cops doing that.
Yeah, but
at one police.
Yeah, but kids got to be taught, because there are a lot of kids lately, calling 911 for things that are not in emergency situations. So we got to be.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, of course, this is one of them. Yeah, this is one of them. Okay. Well, what else? Any other stories you have? Because I have some stories I can share. What other stories you got, Miss Wilma?
Yeah, I have one more.
All right.
The world's tallest and shortest woman met in the afternoon tea. The world's tallest woman and the world's shortest woman have met for the afternoon in London. The woman, Ramona, stands at 215 centimeters, 7 feet and 7 inches tall. And Aggie, she weighed 2 feet and 7 inches. They they won the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, the Guinness World Record. Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty amazing. The difference between the two. It truly is. But
they're beautiful, you know it.
Yeah, and they won. You're right. They won the Guinness World Record. Listen to this. This is interesting. I don't know what's going on here. I have a feeling that this might be a pet deer. But TK Randall writes this: a mystery as deer is spotted wearing his jacket in British Columbia. The hapless animal was spotted several times wandering around with a yellow jacket fully zipped up. So obviously it has to be a human doing it. Anyway, deer being hit by cars remains an ongoing problem, especially on the remote roads of British Columbia. But it turns out that there is at least one deer that won't have any difficulty being seen by drivers on roads at night. The animal, which has become a subject of peculiar mystery in the remote mountain county of McBride, has been sighted wandering around while wearing a bright yellow visibility jacket. The deer was first spotted by local reporter Andrea Arnold, who had been driving in the area on Sunday when she noticed the animal and slowed down to take a closer look. She said, "I did more than a double take to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. How did it get on the deer? And who's responsible? Why would someone do it?" And before long, images of the deer had sparked some lively debate on social media, with some arguing that the jacket could actually help to keep the animal safe when crossing roads, and others concerned that it could become snagged on a tree. That's true. And prevent the deer from being able to move. So far, local authorities have been unable to track down the animal despite its bright clothing. So, I mean, really, you can see it, but obviously, clearly, a person did it, but I don't know why they did that.
I don't either.
Who knows? Maybe it's a deer that's very friendly to humans, and they thought it would be sweet and cute to put a jacket on a deer. But it really is a legitimate concern because,
what time of year was this?
This was recent.
When the jacket was put on. I'm wondering if somebody did it to protect the animal from hunting season.
Could do that, yeah. I mean, because this was recent, so this was a recent spot that they have found this thing. The problem was, where the because you can look at the pictures online, and you can see there's a little flap there on the sides, and that really is a good point that conservationists have about. Look, while it's it's perhaps maybe considered a nice gesture that someone thought they were doing. If that deer does jump over trees or over fences or whatever, it could snag onto one of those fences. So it's probably not a good idea.
Of course.
No, it's not. That's dangerous for that little thing.
Right. Okay, what other stories? Or Judy Ann, do you have a story, or do you want to just?
I really don't. I like your stories. I love listening to what you have to say, and I know people are going to have some great questions, and they're going to prod some wonderful information out of you tonight. So I may sign off and go back to moderating, sir.
Okay, well, I'm going to stay on with Miss Wilma for a little bit longer because she's going to tell us her story, her movie review. So we will see you in the moderator. How's that?
Moderator chat and tomorrow for Bible study.
Okay, sounds good.
Good night, sweetheart. Love you.
Good night. Love you too. Good night.
All right. So, Miss Wilma, do you have another story you want to share with us?
I have a movie.
All right, tell us about the movie.
Okay, it's Moonlight in Mistletoe by Candace Cameron and Tom Arnold. It's on Prime Video, Amazon Prime.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Amazon Prime.
Right, there we go.
Yes, a young woman who left Sunnyvale, where her dad worked. He got hurt, but his Saniville is in trouble because it is going bankruptcy. He asked for his daughter to come back home to help him, but she wasn't too happy about it. But the town was upset because the village might be, closing down. So she did come home to try to help her dad out. I'm not going to give it away, but this is a very great movie. It's called Moonlight in Mistletoe.
Well, there we go. So for those of you looking for a good Christmas movie, well, hopefully you'll check it out and see what you think. I love
Christmas movies all year. I watch them all year round.
I think
I just love Christmas movies.
Well, all right. Well, fantastic, Miss Wilma. Well, we certainly thank you for being here with us tonight and look forward to chatting with you tomorrow for our Bible study.
I'm glad I got to be on, and I hope everyone has a great night. I love all of you, and God bless.
All right. Good night, Miss Wilma. All right, everybody. There we go. Miss Wilma and Judy Ann just chilling out with us, having a good time. Whoop, I just called her back. She'll say, what the what? Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to be here, of course. We're not leaving yet. We'll just turn that down for a sec. So there we go. So she's going to, Miss Wilma is going to be with us. She's going to be teaching the kids Bible study. So if you have kids and you want to join us, please consider doing so. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we have our Bible study. And also, I don't want you to forget that Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern, we also have night prayer. So we would love to have you guys, participate with us. And so that's going to be Monday through Friday. So I'm not jumping off yet. I'm just giving you all the information before before I forget. Sundays and Wednesdays are Bible study, and at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, Monday through Friday is our 10 p.m. night prayer. And then, of course, Friday is our paranormal. By the way, this coming Friday, however you want to refer it, I'm going to be presenting a pretty cool presentation. See, most of us have heard about Santa Claus. Okay. But a lot of people don't know, perhaps maybe the history of Santa Claus. But they also don't know the history of Krampus. So, this coming Friday, next week, we're going to be doing a presentation on Krampus, Krampus. Krampus, it's really cool. It's interesting. It's interesting. You'll have to. Yeah, but he is kind of crankus. But it is a presentation that I think you'll hopefully you'll enjoy. So that's going to be this coming Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'll do a presentation on Krampus. Good old Krampus. What kind of Catholic are you? I'm an old Catholic. So, but anyway, there we go. I do have presentations now for those of you who are just here, well, why are you're wearing a collar and all this other stuff? Because already people have trolled me because I'm not wearing a collar. Get over it. I hardly ever, never actually, very rarely do I ever go on screen without a collar. But tonight is open mic night where we just chill out. We just chill. It's a chill out night. And that's what we do tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll be right back in the saddle with our Bible study. And so hopefully you, well, I will talk about St. Nicholas as well. So it will be kind of a combination of the two to kind of talk about the history of St. Nicholas and also Old Catholic, not Old Catholic. Huh? Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Yeah. And if you have questions, you're more than welcome to jump in and say, hey, look, I have a question about this. I'll do the best I can to answer the questions. And but tonight, like I said, tonight is this is just a chill out night. That's all it is tonight. We just chill, and that's what we're going to be doing. Now on our night prayer, so we have it on Spreaker and TikTok. That's it. So there we go. Yeah, St. Nicholas is pretty interesting. It is. I think the story of St. Nicholas is really, really interesting. So hopefully you'll like it. Okay. I want to listen to this. This is a really interesting. I don't know about this one, guys. I'm telling you, this social media thing. Not social media. The artificial intelligence. Thanks, guys. Listen to this, everybody. This is kind of creepy. But TK Randall writes this. Listen. There is a viral clip now that shows a robot kidnapping 12 other robots in a showroom. Initially dismissed as a stunt, the incident's authenticity was later confirmed by both the robot's manufacturers. So in a peculiar example of how robots can do things that nobody could have expected, a solitary robot was captured on CCTV recently, convincing a group of robots from a rival robotic company to abandon their showroom and follow it away to a new home. In the clip, Urbai, it's a tiny AI robot developed by Unitree Robotics, can be seen interacting with a group of 12 robots that were standing in a row in a robotic showroom in Shanghai. Quote, "Are you working overtime?" Or Urbai asked one of the larger machines. Quote, "I never get off work," the robot replies. "You are not going home?" Urbai asked. And when the larger robot explains that it doesn't have one, Urbai responds, "Then come home with me." The clip then shows the larger robots following Urbai out of sight. Unsurprisingly, many people were quick to suggest the whole thing was staged, but according to reports, both robotics companies involved have since claimed that this was not the case. So you can actually check out the video for yourself. Just type in a robot kidnapping 12 other robots. It really is crazy. And but that kind of boy, I tell you what, that kind of gives you a sense of Terminator, doesn't it? I mean, it's uncomfortable for me. I don't know. Also, if you have not heard of this story, this is a big issue, and this was whoever made this mistake. I don't understand why they didn't catch this mistake prior to releasing it. So this is by Daryl Coote. Mattel apologizes for misprint on a Wicked doll packaging that links to an adult website. Cast member Ariana Grande attends the premiere, but Mattel has apologized after inadvertently directing customers of its new line of Wicked dolls to an adult website, stating that it is taking action to remove the misprinted toys packaging. Yeah. It says, we deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this, the toy company said in a statement to CNN. Mattel has released the set of dolls ahead of the launch of the Wicked film, an adaptation of the popular Broadway musical, which, by the way, the Broadway musical is amazing. However, a website printed on the box of the new toys intended to direct customers to the movie's official landing page instead directed them to an adult website that shares the same name as the forthcoming movie. In its statement, Mattel said it was made aware of the issue on the weekend, and it was unclear how many toys were affected by the misprint. But the company said they were primarily sold in the United States. And those in possession of the misprinted packages are being advised by Mattel to discard them. Here's what I don't understand. So you're supposed to have directors and people overseeing these things. How could you not? How could you not know this? I mean, am I missing something? Seriously, these people are paid a substantial amount of money. And how could a company like Mattel see? A lot of people, Karina, a lot of people are saying that they actually did know. I see. I don't know, guys. This to me is very, very strange because, of course, it has a lot of publicity, a lot of news. The world news is talking about it. I just, but you would think that people were fired over this. I mean, the board. You would think that the board of directors would say, "Whoa, no, this is not going to work." I don't know. It's kind of strange to me that this wasn't seen beforehand. Kind of weird. Very, very weird. Yeah. So that was just recent. Yeah. By the way, there's a guy. Most of you have probably heard of the Walking Dead TV series. I guess now it's all changed. I think they're doing individual stories now. I have stopped watching it a long time ago, but Ben Hooper writes this: the Walking Dead superfans collection earns the Guinness World Record. A Saudi Arabian man earned a Guinness World Record for his collection of 3,053 different species of memorabilia related to comic book and TV franchise The Walking Dead. Dammam resident Rashid Oil Alayan transformed part of his home into the Walking Dead Museum, featuring toys, books, games, statues, and artwork stemming from the comic book series, the AMC series, and spin-offs. Quote, I believe the Walking Dead franchise is the best out there, he says, the Guinness World Records. Who doesn't love a zombie show? Anyway, his collection began in 2015 with a set of action figures depicting Michonne and her pet zombies. And his collection now encompasses 3,053 items and even includes on-screen worn costume pieces from the franchise. Says, I believe the characters in the show and comic books are relatable, and you will cheer for them and want them to survive. But unfortunately, in this show, you lose a lot of the main characters. That's true. Anyway, several of the pieces in his collection have been autographs by actors of the series, and he is hoping one day to get Robert Kirkman, the writer and co-creator of the comic book series, to sign some of the items. Well, there we go. So I don't know. I don't know if I like The Walking Dead. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know if I'd want my whole a large section of my home going into this and seeing zombie stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't know. To each their own. So he has a world record. Good for him. That is great. As a matter of fact, I have an autographed picture of the first season cast somewhere. It must be over there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's got to be over there. So it's an autographed picture of the first season cast. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyway, the toy room, yeah. But speaking of toy room, for those of you who you know what, had I known this when I was a kid, I would have kept everything. But anyway, Ben Hooper writes this as well. The National Toy Hall of Fame inducts My Little Pony, Transformers, and Phase 10. I didn't even know there was a National Toy Hall of Fame. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. Anyway, the National Toy Hall of Fame in Rochester, New York, announced this year's inductees: My Little Pony, Transformers, and Phase 10. I had no idea. So the National Toy Hall of Fame, part of the Strong National Museum of Play, announced the inductees chosen from a list of finalists that also included Apple to Apples, Balloons, Choose Your Own Adventure Book, Hess, Toy Trucks, the Pokemon trading card game, remote control vehicles, Sequence, the stick course, and the trampoline. Anyway, My Little Pony, Pony, Transformers, and Phase 10. I don't know. What is Phase 10? What is that? It's a card game or something? Anyway, chosen by a combination of players' choice ballots submitted by members of the public and the top picks of the National Selection Advisory Committee. So if you guys have any of these toys, there we go. But I had no idea. The National Toy Hall of Fame. Yeah. Right. Isn't that? No. Right. Isn't that insane? It wasn't a painting. Yeah, Todd. Which is, do you know it went for $6 million? $6 million. So someone on TikTok, Todd had mentioned this stupid banana that was duct taped to a wall or to a whatever it was, canvas. And it went for $6 million. $6 million. That is so dumb. Yeah, and the owner said that he just wanted to eat a $6 million lottery, not a $6 million banana. Really? That you have $6 million to just throw out the window. It must be nice. That's insane. That isn't that. I think that is so terrible when you have so many people in this country and other countries that are truly starving, that are hungry. You have elderly who can't afford to pay for their medicines, and then you have somebody buying a $6 million banana that's duct tape to canvas, and they call that art. Well, I don't consider it art. I consider it that's so distasteful. I don't know. That's a problem. I don't like it. But anyway, hey, if people, they have a whatever. But what do you think of the haunting paintings? Which because there's several haunting paintings there. Yeah, isn't that terrible? But nothing you can do about it. I mean, I guess people just have that much money to where it just waste. Yeah, it's terrible. I think all of us, or at least I do. I don't know about you, but I love movies. I've always loved. I've enjoyed them. But I don't. People ask me all the time, do I watch paranormal or possession movies? And I really don't, because most of them are stupid. And by the way, I want to say I did get a card in the mail. Very, very, very nice card. And I absolutely appreciate that. And I don't want to embarrass her at all. So it is Shirley Hurt. So Shirley Hurt, she is my TikTok. She's a TikTok friend. So I don't know if Shirley, if you're in here, but I got the card. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very thoughtful. It really is. It's so give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Oh, well, thank you there, North. I've never seen that. Thank you. It's very nice of you. It says God's love is found in the goodness of others, especially in the thoughtful, amazing people like you. At Thanksgiving, may He return to you all the love you've given throughout the year and bless you with everlasting joy. Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. That was very nice. So I did get that. Thank you very much, Shirley, wherever you are. I appreciate that very, very much. I have no idea if she's in. Oh, Shirley, there you are. Shirley, thank you. That was really, really kind of you. And I'm going to give you a follow back. By gosh. So thank you very much. Thank you. All right. So there we are. So it's always nice. It's always nice to, get the beautiful cards. Yeah. And so a thoughtful gift. TK Randall writes this. Listen to this. Mysteries Revisited. There are 3 notoriously cursed horror movies. And some says here, and of course it's by T.K. Randall, says some of the world's most notoriously creepy movies continued to disturb and intrigue long after the credits rolled. Sometimes the most disturbing things about a movie happen off screen rather than on screen. For example, in Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, that was from 1982 to 1988, directed by Tobe Hooper and produced by Steven Spielberg, the original Poltergeist told the terrifying tale of a family who became besieged by a malicious haunting that culminated in the youngest daughter being pulled through a portal to the other side. And tragedy would notoriously follow the cast and crew, however, with Dominique Dune, who played Dana, being unalived by her abusive ex-boyfriend. Julian Beck, who played Kane, he passed away of stomach cancer, or she passed away of stomach cancer. Will Sampson, who played Taylor, passed away of surgery complications, perhaps most tragically of all. The film's series' young protagonist, Heather O'Rourke, passed away of septic shock. In 1973, one of the most iconic movies, certainly I think in horror movies, would be The Exorcist. And when it was released, the original Exorcist was so terrifying that some unsuspecting cinemagoers ended up passing out in the theater. Things didn't get much better behind the cameras either. When shooting began in 1972, a fire tore through the set of Regan MacNeil's home, causing extensive damage. And in a particular twist, the room used for the actual exorcism scenes escaped unscathed. Actors Jack McGowan and Vasilisky Malarios both died shortly after filming had wrapped up, and both Linda Blair and Max van Sydow suffered the loss of close family members during the shooting. Jason Miller's son nearly passed away in a motorcycle accident, and several actors were injured on set. Anyway, this is even the story of lightning striking a church opposite the cinema where the film was showing. The next one is, the next and the last was The Omen, 1976. Another supernatural horror classic. The Omen followed the story of Damien, a seemingly innocuous young boy who just happened to be the son of Satan himself. A mere 2 months before filming started, the son of actor Gregory Peck unalived himself. And then when Peck was flying to London in September, his plane was struck by lightning. The same thing happened to executive producer a few weeks later. Then producer Harvey Bernard narrowly avoided being struck by lightning while filming in Rome. Says the devil was at work. He did not want the film made. An animal handler who worked on the crazy baboon scene was mauled by a tiger shortly after filming wrapped up on Friday the 13th. And special effects artist John Richardson was involved in a car accident. And while he escaped with his life, his passenger assistant, Liz Moore, was she passed away. Let's just say in a manner very similar to a scene in the movie that Richardson himself had worked on. And to cap it all off, a plane that was chartered by the film before being switched at the last minute went down a short time after takeoff, resulting in the deaths of everyone on board. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of nuts. So there's a lot of these films that people swear that are cursed. But nonetheless, it's kind of crazy. I want to share this story with you guys and see what you guys think about this. And by the way, if you have questions, you can jump in, and I'll try to do the best I can to answer them while I am presenting some of these articles that I saw. Hopefully you're enjoying the articles. I try to pull the most interesting articles. I was filming Cornwall. Well, here's one. This is by Alyssa Guzman. Drivers are left terrified by ghost lights on Florida's most haunted road. So drivers have been left terrified by ghost lights on Florida's most haunted road for the past 60 years, and the phenomenon still hasn't been explained. So locals often talk about the Oviedo lights that appear along the bridge of a particular river on Snow Hill Road in Seminole County, and many have even ventured out to try to see them. It remains a mystery as to how the lights appear, but the first reports of the eerie phenomenon go back as far as 1960s. I've heard that they were gas fumes or something of this nature. The Florida Technological University, which will later be renamed the University of Central Florida, published pictures of the Oviedo lights in a series of newspaper articles in 1969. I did see the Insidious 1. Yeah, swamp gas. It was okay. It was okay. According to local lore, the strange lights are said to appear around midnight and are most prominent during the winter months. That's interesting. From a distance, it resembles an oncoming car, but as it approaches, witnesses say its light is as bright as a freight train and never separates into two lights as would car headlights. And I have not seen the Supernatural series, no. So witnesses claim the lights have a blue, like a light to it, and disappear immediately after they cross the bridge. The rumors of the lights have brought people from all over Florida to hunt down the phenomenon, especially teenagers. You drive out there and sit in the middle of the night, drink beer, whatever teenagers do, and look for these legendary lights. I don't think that's a good idea because it's very dark out there as well, and someone could easily get hurt. So there's literally generations of people who remember going out there, taking a date or taking some friends in search of these ghost lights. There's only one story that this person has been able to validate that could explain the supposed ghost lights. The death of Norbert Hyman, who passed away in 1963 at age 17. He and some friends had gone to the bridge to set off fireworks, and later one friend went back to the car and started driving without headlights on. Two friends were able to safely jump out of the way, but Hyman was fatally struck by the vehicle, according to reports. Anyway, the friend drove his other two friends home and dropped them off before taking Hyman to the hospital. And by the time the team arrived at the hospital, he had passed away. Some people say that it could be him. We just simply don't know. But I think it's probably more along the gas lights. I think there's always a logical explanation first. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm going to stay with TikTok for a little bit longer, but we're going to wrap this up for Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. But I'm going to remind you guys, remember, don't forget that we're going to be here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Bible study. I have to make some phone calls tonight before I call it the evening. So I'm going to stay with TikTok for a little longer afterwards, but for Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. And first of all, on Spreaker, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Okay, so we're going to wrap that up there. And so let me close this out. Yeah, because I also have to set this up tonight. So don't forget, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Bible study for everybody. Stay with me, TikTok. Remember, friends, I tell you all the time, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability or refusal to see your worth. You're priceless, and don't let any troll tell you or convince you otherwise. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Rumble. Good night.